Have you ever paused in front of the mirror and wondered when exactly things started to change? Not all at once, not loudly, but in small, quiet ways. Maybe it's the way your knees feel just a bit stiffer in the morning, or how your energy runs out faster than it used to, or the way your memory sometimes slips at the most inconvenient moment. It's not about feeling old, it's about feeling like your body and mind are starting to step ahead without you, like you're trying to keep up with someone you used to be. And that feeling, that slow fading of strength or clarity, it can be unsettling. Even if you're doing everything you're supposed to, eating right, taking your vitamins, getting some movement, still something just feels off. And maybe you've started to wonder, is this just how aging works? Is it really out of my hands now? The answer is no, not entirely, because while we can't turn back time, we can choose how we move forward. And believe it or not, there are 5 simple habits that researchers now say can dramatically change the way we age. Habits that can protect your independence, sharpen your mind, and even add years to your life. But more than that, these are habits that help you feel like you again. In today's video, we'll explore these 5 golden habits, and we'll do it gently, with stories, real examples, and science-backed wisdom that can help you feel stronger, clearer, and more alive starting now. So stay with me until the end, because the 5th habit we'll talk about is one that even doctors are calling surprising. Something that could shift the way you think about growing older forever. If you're finding value in videos like this, I'd love for you to like this video. And if you haven't yet, please consider subscribing to the Longevity Secret channel. It helps us keep sharing these insights with people who need them. Now, let's begin with something beautifully simple, a habit that costs nothing, but could change everything. Reclaim movement with gentle daily walking. It starts with just one step. Maybe it's out your front door, maybe down your hallway, but that small act of movement, that quiet rhythm of your feet on the ground, it can shift everything. Walking is one of the simplest things we can do. And yet for many older adults, it holds the key to stronger bodies, clearer minds, and more stable energy. You don't need fancy shoes, or perfect weather, or a long trail. You just need the willingness to move. When you walk, your heart begins to wake up. It pumps blood with more purpose. Your lungs expand. Your muscles stretch gently into action. According to Harvard Medical School, walking just 30 minutes a day can lower the risk of heart disease by up to 40%. That's not just impressive, that's life-changing, especially if you've ever been told to take it easy as you age. Because walking is taking it easy, but in the most powerful way possible, and the benefits don't stop at your heart. Regular walking helps steady your blood sugar. It can reduce blood pressure, ease joint stiffness, and even improve digestion. But more than anything, it helps you feel like you're still in control of your body, not sitting back and watching time take things away, but actively choosing to give your body what it needs. Let me tell you about Evelyn. She's 74, lives in a quiet suburb in Minnesota. For years, she used to take long walks with her husband every evening after dinner. When he passed away, everything changed. Her days felt longer, her steps slower, her world smaller. For almost a year, she stayed mostly inside, watching TV, napping, eating alone. But one morning, she found her husband's old walking shoes by the front door. Something in her stirred. She slipped them on and walked to the corner of the block. That was it, just one block. But the next day she went a little farther, and then farther still. Now 3 years later, Evelyn walks every morning, sometimes with a friend, sometimes with a podcast in her ears, sometimes in silence, but always with purpose. She says it's the one thing that makes her feel both grounded and free. And she's not just physically healthier, she's emotionally lighter. That's the part people don't always see. Walking is medicine for the mind. When you move your body, your brain releases endorphins, natural chemicals that lift your mood, ease anxiety, and calm the weight of daily worries. You've probably felt it before. That gentle shift in your mood after a good walk. A little more peace, a little more clarity. And the beauty of walking is that it meets you where you are. Whether it's 5 minutes or 50, around the block or around your kitchen, it's all progress. And it all matters. You don't have to walk alone either. Invite someone you care about, a spouse, a neighbor, a grandchild. These shared steps can build connection, start conversations, or simply let you feel seen. If you're thinking it's too late to start, it's not. Your body remembers movement, and it responds faster than you might think. Start small. Set a time each day, maybe right after breakfast, or as the sun sets. Let it become a gentle part of your rhythm. Each step is a promise that you're still here, still trying, still choosing life. Keep the mind curious, sharp, and open to newness. There's something powerful that happens when your mind stays active. Not busy, not overwhelmed, but truly engaged, curious, alive. The kind of thinking that makes you feel present and purposeful. And it doesn't disappear with age. In fact, the need for it only grows stronger. After 60, many people focus on keeping their bodies moving, which is important. But what about the mind? What about that quiet part of you that wants to keep learning, keep discovering, keep remembering clearly? That part deserves just as much care. The truth is the brain thrives on challenge, on novelty, and on connection. And just like muscles can shrink from lack of use, your mind can slowly fade if you don't give it something meaningful to do. Let me tell you about Arthur. He's 77, a former science teacher who retired almost a decade ago. At first, retirement felt like freedom. No more early mornings, no more lesson plans, but over time his days blurred together. He started forgetting names, misplacing things, and worst of all, he stopped feeling excited about anything. Then one Sunday, his daughter gifted him an online course, Photography for Beginners. Arthur had never touched a camera outside of vacations, but something about the idea intrigued him. He started watching the videos, practicing with his old phone, going outside to find little things worth capturing. Light on a leaf, a shadow across the pavement. He started waking up with ideas again, taking notes, reading photography books from the library, and eventually he even bought a small camera. Now Arthur joins a local photo walk every month, shares his images online, and swears he feels sharper than he has in years. It didn't take a miracle, just curiosity, a new skill, a little mental movement. Science backs this up. A study from Stanford University found that seniors who regularly challenge their minds experience cognitive decline 30% more slowly than those who don't. That's not just about memory, it's about confidence, independence, the ability to keep making decisions for yourself. The good news is you don't need to enroll in a class or pick up a new hobby right away. You can start small. Read a book that stretches your thinking. Try a crossword or a puzzle that makes you slow down and focus. Watch a documentary that sparks questions. Even a few minutes a day adds up. And don't forget the power of conversation. Talking with someone, sharing ideas, asking questions. These aren't just social moments. They're cognitive workouts. They help your brain stay flexible, engaged, sharp. If you've ever had a long chat with an old friend and felt clearer afterward, that's not just emotion. That's your mind lighting up. Mindfulness also plays a role, taking quiet moments to breathe, to notice, to reflect. Meditation doesn't have to be complicated. Just close your eyes, breathe slowly. Notice your thoughts without judging them. This kind of mental stillness helps improve focus and memory over time. The most important thing is this: don't believe the myth that mental decline is guaranteed. It's not. Your brain is still growing, still adapting, still capable of amazing things. And when you choose to engage it, to challenge it, to enjoy it, you give yourself the gift of clarity, of purpose, and of a mind that can keep up with the life you still want to live. Build strength to stay independent, one rep at a time. There's a quiet moment many seniors know all too well. You reach to lift something that used to feel light, and suddenly it feels heavy, not just in your hands, but in your heart, because it's a reminder, a whisper that your strength may not be what it once was. But here's the truth. Losing strength with age is common, but it's not something you have to accept. Not passively, not helplessly, and not without a fight. After the age of 60, our muscles naturally begin to shrink. It's a condition called sarcopenia, and if we do nothing, it slowly takes away the things we rely on every day. Getting out of a chair, climbing stairs, carrying groceries, even steadying ourselves after a stumble. But there's good news, very good news. You can slow this down, even reverse it, and you don't need a gym membership or fancy equipment to do it. Just a few minutes of simple strength-building exercises a day can restore your confidence, improve your posture, protect your bones, and help you feel more in control of your body again. Let me tell you about Marjorie. She's 81, lived alone for years in a small apartment just outside of Kansas City. She was always independent, but after a slip in the bathroom and a painful fall, something shifted. She started moving less, avoided stairs. She even stopped going out to the grocery store and relied on deliveries instead. Her daughter noticed and gently suggested she try a few strength exercises. Nothing extreme, just sitting and standing from a chair, a few arm movements using soup cans, some light stretching near the wall for balance. At first, Marjorie resisted. "I'm too old to start something new," she said, but her daughter encouraged her, reminded her that every step was about staying independent. So Marjorie gave it a try. Just 5 minutes a day, then 10, then 15. Within a few weeks, she noticed her legs felt steadier. She could stand longer. She didn't grip the walls when walking anymore. 2 months later, she walked to the corner store by herself, something she hadn't done since before her fall. She called her daughter after. Her voice was light, proud. "I did it, and I wasn't afraid." Stories like Marjorie's are backed by real science. The National Institute on Aging reports that regular strength training can reduce the risk of falling by up to 40%. That's not just about avoiding injury. That's about preserving your freedom. You don't need to lift heavy weights. Start with your own body, chair stands, wall push-ups, light lifts using water bottles. Even holding onto a countertop while raising one leg can help you build back critical balance and strength. If full movements feel like too much right now, modify them. Sit when you need to. Rest when you need to. This isn't about perfection, it's about consistency, and the benefits go far beyond your muscles. Strength training supports bone density, improves blood sugar control, boosts mood, and helps keep your metabolism active. But more than anything, it helps you trust your body again. That when you rise from a chair, or take a step outside, or reach for something high, your body will meet you there, with strength, with stability, with confidence. So if you've been hesitant to start, let this be your sign. Your body hasn't given up. It's waiting for you to remind it what it can do. Stay connected, because loneliness can hurt more than age. There's a kind of silence that doesn't just fill a room, it fills your heart. The kind that comes after the phone stops ringing, after the visits slow down, after the people you once shared life with begin to disappear one by one. For many older adults, loneliness is not just a passing feeling. It becomes a quiet companion, one that sits with you at the dinner table, that follows you through the day, and that sometimes speaks louder than any pain in your body. But here's what most people don't realize. Loneliness doesn't just affect your mood, it affects your health deeply. In fact, studies from the University of California show that older adults who maintain strong social ties are up to 50% more likely to live longer than those who are isolated. That's as powerful as quitting smoking or managing your blood pressure. And yet, this is one of the most overlooked parts of healthy aging. When you feel connected, when you share a laugh, or a story, or even just sit beside someone in silence, your body responds, your stress lowers, your immune system strengthens, your brain lights up with activity, and your heart feels just a little lighter. Let me tell you about Clarence. He's 79. After losing his wife of 51 years, he fell into a routine. Wake up, watch TV, eat alone, go to bed, repeat. Days felt long, empty, and the world outside started to feel distant. His daughter worried. She tried to encourage him to go out, but he always said he didn't feel up to it. Then one day a neighbor knocked on his door. She was starting a community gardening group, just a few locals planting herbs and flowers in raised beds. She invited Clarence to join. He almost said no, but something in her tone reminded him of his wife, so he agreed to come, just once. That small step changed everything. Clarence didn't just plant tomatoes. He planted new friendships, new conversations, new purpose. He started looking forward to Thursdays in the garden. He'd bring coffee, tell stories, laugh again. 3 months later, he hosted a potluck, something he hadn't done since his anniversary. What Clarence rediscovered is something we all need, that being with others, even in small, quiet ways, can fill a part of us that food, medicine, or even exercise cannot. Connection doesn't have to mean big crowds or constant socializing. It can be a weekly phone call, a shared walk, a book club, volunteering at a local pantry, or simply chatting with someone at the cafe. Even reaching out to one person you've lost touch with, or waving to a neighbor. These moments add up. They remind you that you still matter, that you're still seen, that you're still part of something bigger. And if in-person connection feels hard right now, consider technology, a video call with a grandchild, an online group that shares your hobby, a message to a friend across the country, your story, your laughter, your wisdom. They still hold value. And when you share them, you nourish others too. So if the days have felt too quiet lately, if you've been feeling like you're walking through life alone, let this be your invitation. Reach out, say hello, join something small. You never know what one simple connection might lead to. Conclusion: if there's one thing I hope you carry with you after watching this video, it's this. Aging doesn't mean you're losing who you are. It means you've lived enough to know what truly matters. And now you have a chance to care for yourself in a way that's gentler, wiser, more intentional. The 5 golden habits we've talked about today are not about changing everything overnight. They're about remembering that every small action has meaning, that even one step forward, one healthy meal, one new connection can lead to a better, brighter season of life. The truth is, you still have power, you still have choice, and you still have so much to look forward to. Whether you're 60, 75, or well into your 80s, your story is not finished. It's still unfolding. And how you care for your body, your mind, your heart can shape the quality of every day ahead. So be kind to yourself, celebrate progress, let go of pressure, and know that no matter where you're starting from, it's never too late to begin again. Maybe the most important message in this video is the simplest. You are still capable of strength, of connection, of joy. And it all begins with one step, just one. If you found something meaningful here today, I invite you to like this video. Subscribe to the Longevity Secret channel so we can keep walking this path together. And if you feel comfortable, leave a comment below. Let us know which habit speaks to you the most. Or share a small step you're taking this week. Your words might inspire someone else who needs it. Thank you for spending your time with me today. Take care of yourself, be gentle, and remember, every day is a new chance to live well. I'll see you in the next video.